And we are starting the pick over for game number 2. Team Sleepyface begins with Ustat. And it worked for him so well last time.
I feel like we know who will be playing that Immortal.
yeah, I think so. I think Team Sharing is Cairing should try and do whatever they can to lock down Ustat.
Yeah, they're going to need to go after him earlier in the game.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you can, because his W where he can back up is really effective, and I think he knows how to use that really well.
Yeah, I think he's been practicing, like you said, and it's very difficult for him to catch him making a mistake.
Definitely, yeah.
Waiting on the next 2 picks from Team Sharing is Cairing. I don't think we'll see Kyrie again.
No, I don't think so.
But a Zai in her place might not be bad, because it's even difficult for Ustat to be fast enough to dodge his kick and ultimate.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He would be a great Immortal to counter him. He is the anti-Gary.
Yeah. Talia as well, with her
with
her ultimate and immobilize, can do the same thing, and can play the jungle role.
I would love to see a Talia, or if in their position, I would probably, if you have someone, put a Tatiana at mid.
Yeah. I think Tatiana is a pretty good mid against Ustat.
He has not very much armor, so if you can hit him and get out, you'll do a lot of damage. And her range, I think, is about the same as his. Yep. So she'll have a great chance. Be the best. Little off topic. I'm really surprised that KO isn't playing in this tournament.
Yeah, I am surprised as well. His Team Alias, did not show up. Not real sure why. Maybe they didn't have enough people to be level 25.
Maybe. I know Cheetah was on their team.
Yeah, Cheetah was. And Lightsman, Lightsman is playing on one of the other teams, I believe, or maybe he's on Cheetah's team. He was a member of Kaio's team before.
Okay. Because I see he's in game right now too, playing the high levels. So.
Okay.
It's a shame because he's the no doubt MVP of Rise of Immortals, and pretty much continued that in this game.
Yeah, he is number 1 on the leaderboard right now for the ranked games.
Yeah, he's got
what's
an AKD?
Yeah.
Oh my dear. Back in ROI, he had top 5 characters are all his out of the top 10, and that's because he only played 5.
Yeah. And it would be nearly impossible for him to get a game because the way the matchmaker was set up, his elo was so high that it's hard to...
I did play against him.
Yeah. Still waiting on the second 2 picks from Sharing is Cairing. Imagine they are talking about what strategy they want to use to lock down Ustat.
We may have to put a time limit on picks between.
Yeah, we're at 4 minutes right now.
I think we may give them like 20 seconds in between, because it's taking a little long there.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll make up rules on the road here. It's alright.
Looks like Team Sharing is Cairing is just about in with their picks, having some final discussion about it.
Well, it looks like at least they're talking about it. That's what I want to see is some planned ahead.
Yeah.
Thorough checks. Looks like the other game has ended, so we're kind of on even par now.
Okay.
Guess I should keep doing my other job. And if you're new to this game and you have no clue, there is a website you can check out our forums. It's www.battle4graxia.com. You can download the game there. There's forums, answer any questions. It's a great MOBA, just not known yet.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can
just
push our way up.
not as popular, but definitely a lot of fun. There's less immortals right now, which makes it a lot easier to learn. So if you get in now before there are too many immortals.
Definitely, yeah. They introduced about one a month, I think.
Yep.
So definitely with the new game out, we could see a lot of. I know they have a new one planned here soon, so.
Yeah, looks like some kind of fish character. Cairing is Cairing does come in with their second two picks, and but it's Chaos and Pycon.
All right.
Pycon,
So.
Pycon definitely able to lock down an Ustat with more than enough time for Chaos to take him out. You just need to be in the right position for that to work.
Yeah. Looks like they're going for a lot more attack damage.
Hmm.
Looks like they probably get Chaos to play mid.
And Team Cheetah or Team Sleepyface comes back with Cavashir and Vezin again. Not a whole lot of change, so they will have to pick at least one new immortal because Pycon isn't there for them. But they're sticking with what worked.
Yep. Well, that was a pretty convincing game, so I wouldn't change much from that one. They
No.
still got it's best of three, so say they made a mistake here, they still got one more game.
Yep.
I was hoping we'd see a Cree pick today, but I don't know if we are. They're not very. He's not a great tournament player. So.
I think he's definitely got his places. Maybe if you were on a team and you could use him.
He's but it's amazing how some of these immortals change so much from ROI to Battle for Graxia.
Yeah.
Like Creed used to be unstoppable on ROI, but it's more the carries have really taken over the game.
Yes, they definitely have.
Um, pretty much have taken out almost the whole tank ideas. Tanks aren't really that big of an influence anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, you really only have Scorpix and maybe Trovok and Shard as tanks, but
And then even then,
they're just not.
unless it's late game, they're squishy like everyone else.
Yep. I'm a big Trovok fan myself. I'd love to see him picked in a game, but
He's a great initiator, and then his ult is used right.
yes,
Game changer.
it's very difficult immortal to use though, and
Definitely.
if you make a mistake, it's the difference between your team winning a team fight and losing a team fight.
That's, yeah.
Still just waiting on the next two picks. Team Sharing is Carrying is taking their time. We're about 2 minutes into this pick session. I think maybe for the next round of matches we'll make a 5-minute limit.
Yeah.
Although I imagine after playing a round of games, every team will know their strengths a little bit better.
Yeah. hopefully we can give them some time to check out the other stream and figure out what their next opponent's going to do.
Yep. Yep.
Um, some of these teams have played scrims already, so I think there's a little bit of a information out on them, and everyone knows each other pretty well already. I
Yeah.
think most
Yeah.
people know each other's tendencies, teamwork.
Especially with the currently limited number of high level matches, you definitely play against the same people pretty often.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to tell them that there's gonna be like a 30-second time limit now.
Yeah.
Um,
It looks like he might be bringing the picks in right now, though. So.
all right, we'll do that next. So we'll make sure the next two teams that we cast.
Oh, and we do get a Carapace pick from sharing his Cairing, and also Trovok. So I'm pretty excited about this.
Cat our Trovop. See, that's I didn't think of that, but that could be also a great way to push the USAT out of the way because he'll be in the back. If you can alt that right in the middle,
Yeah, you separate
separate
him.
him.
We'll see. We'll see who sleepyface picks as their last two. Right now they have all ranged immortals, but they pick some. If they pick some melee ones, you you definitely set yourself up for being in range of getting split by Trovok. I think that the Carapace pick may have thrown Team Sleepyface off a little bit. I imagine they wanted to run him again for the jungle because that's a
Yeah.
very good strategy.
No, we get a little counter or counters. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
They're now gonna have to choose new because they had PyCon and Carapace, so now they have to figure out how they want to play this.
It'll be interesting to see if any team runs a double carry, a double AD carry build. They are so strong that if you can get both of them fed, it works really
Yeah.
well.
That's the problem is there's only so many jungles and creeps that running two can be difficult.
Yes, yeah, yeah, it can.
Kind of relies on kills in that situation. So it works. I've seen it work. I've played in games where it works, but it's tough.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit easier in a pickup game where the talent level on both sides might not be equal, but
Yeah,
in a tournament
that's also
game,
true. Yeah.
you got somewhat closer in talent levels.
Yeah, No Mercy's up 1-0 right now. We got Sleepyface up 1-0. I think they're both the favorites in each of their matches, but
The match between the two of them, if it should come, should be very good.
yes. I figured they would probably meet somewhere along the lines, just with the elimination. And they've scrimmed against each other, and those games were really good. So I'd like to see how that one would go out.
Yeah, me too. Too.
In my opinion, No Mercy is not I'm not going to pick a winner of the tournament, but I think No Mercy is the favorite just with how long they've been a team. They've been a team longer. This game is not that long, but they've been working together for a little bit now, and they're probably the favorite.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's fair. Lazarus and Shard come in for Team Sleepyface. It's actually pretty good counters to Trovok's ultimate because both of them can, if they get split from the rest of their team, can survive for a little bit long enough for the team to make it up. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, it's definitely. They got a lot of magic attack though,
They do.
which could be good, which could be bad. It depends on how well USAT goes. Because if the other team goes for a lot of magic resist, USAT will run through them. But if he falls behind, they could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. I wonder if they are planning on jungling with Lazarus to get that advantage that they had with Carapace last time.
It's interesting. I haven't seen a Lazarus jungle yet. I don't think. I'm sure he could do it, but
He used to do it back in the closed beta. There was some jungling with the Lazarus, but I haven't seen it yet recently. So, but if they practice with it, maybe they can do it.
yeah.
Just waiting on the final pick from Team Sharing is Caring. Sharing is Caring has a lot of attack damage right now. I would think that they want to take a strong spell power immortal with their last pick. Even though Carapace is spell power, having another spell power immortal means that the other team can't just stack one thing and then
Yeah. So who do we have left here?
Tatiana's not a bad choice.
No, maybe they'll listen to the stream and someone will pick it. Looks like we've had a lot of the same immortals in the other game. Looking at the other game, and they kind of got the exact lineup. A couple differences. They got a Zai and Talia in place of like PyCon and Lazarus, but it looks like we're all kind of it's pretty much the standard.
Yeah,
I feel like the immortals that we picked are pretty standard. Cavashir is probably one of the better healers just because of his attack output he can do.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
This isn't a game about being defensive. It's a game about being offensive.
yeah,
Cavalier can really help with that.
I think you need I think a Vision is now, which is funny. He wasn't very good at ROI. Is a must-have. Carapace is almost a must-have.
Yeah. Yep. And then obviously you need an attack damage, an AD carry on one side for each team. The final pick is in. It is Nephagist. So now we will go the into the game. Hopefully they're ready and we'll get in a little bit faster.
They both have a game up.
Oh no.
All right, well, looks like they're joining the game. Hopefully we go in here in a second.
Just got to give him a little bit of time to do the picks. I think we'll probably see Nethragus mid again, as well as Uzdat. Potentially Chaos could be mid. He can just sit back there and farm with his energy build.
Yeah, I think they should probably put Chaos mid. Cairing struggled. I know Cairing will play Nethagist.
Yeah,
And he was struggling there. Unless he feels like he can do better, they may take him off mid.
yeah. I wonder who we will see. I think we'll probably see Shard lane with Cavachir. I'm not sure though.
That sounds, yeah. I think that would be the proper response.
Trovok. If I were team sharing is carrying, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but they'll probably get in the game first. Um, but if I was team sharing is carrying, I'd put Carapace in the jungle, and then I'd put Trovok solo by himself, and then
Oh,
Nethagis
definitely.
and Pycon together.
Definitely. You could always just put the Trolloc against the Vizsla, because you know the Vizsla will be on his own lane. Match them up against each other. They'll stalemate each other, but it would be better than having two people in a lane and
Yeah,
Vizsla getting ahead.
yep. Yeah, it's pretty much you pretty much just cancel each other out because neither one is a very good gank hero, and neither one you're not going to push one against the other. So you pretty much just collect as many creep kills as you can and don't die.
Yeah, neither should, but you never know. See crazier things in this game.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we don't have chat. Can you see chat without logging in?
I think that you have to log in to see the chat. Let's see.
I guess that means I gotta sign up for this.
You should be able to see it though. All right. I think that they should shortly be in game. Oh, I forgot to leave that one. Whoops. They're not yet in the game, but I assume that they will be soon.
All right, there we go. All right. Oh, I got the chat. The chat works for me now. I had to log in though.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that for everyone who would like to talk to us. You can always talk about it in game.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat and everything at the same time. Do you have any questions? Or if you just want to yell at me?
Tell us we're doing a terrible job. Tell us we're
Doesn't
doing a great job. You can compliment my wonderful paint, uh, our wonderful paint setup that we got going.
It's better than Tasty Bacon's.
Tasty Bacon and his green screen. He thinks he's all fancy. You keep your fancy green screen and your chroma key and all those weird words. I'll just take my paint.
Don't tell him we said that though.
No, no, don't tell him. I think that they are still loading the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it's taking so long.
Don't know.
Let's have some people overseas since this is located on the U.S. server.
Actually, I think that pretty much everybody playing for both teams is on the European server. We played the last game on the European server.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
I didn't even notice. I thought they said we were playing everything on the U.S.
Oh, oh, if that was a rule, I don't know. I didn't mean to get anybody in trouble.
It might have been. I'm not sure.
I do think a majority of the players in this tournament are European. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, no one's complaining, so
All right, they just got into a game, so we'll follow them up in about a minute, just to give them time to load. If we load the game too soon, we don't get to see all the stats, so there's no one to see that.
actually, yeah, it's predominantly U.S., but if they're more Euro,
Okay.
can be played on a Euro server. Yeah, and we're in a game. I'm in game.
You're in game. All right. Everybody's loaded.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like we're good to go.
Mind. Okay. So this time we have the I think the green team is sleepyface again. No, no. The green team is sleepyface, and the red team is sharing is Cairing. Handsome Man is playing Uchdat, Saldi on Lazarus, Nathop with Shard, Cheetah on Vezin, and Poke coming in, introducing Poke as Cavashier. No changes for the players on Team Sharing is Caring. We got Estimos as Pycon, Caring as Nethergist, Donkey as Chaos, Transcendence as Trovok, and Chingy as Carapace. And they're both waiting here. Trovok coming out, and I think he's going to die right here. Yep.
Yeah.
That was not good for them. You can see the two wards for Team Sleepyface. They knew that Trovok was waiting, so they were just waiting for him to come out. Poke gets caught out though and is taken down, so it's an even 1-1 trade. We'll see if they try to take the buff.
I don't know if they're going to be able to. Either team is going to be able to engage the buff without giving up, making themselves vulnerable. Although, Cairing's team is they're heading out.
They're backing off. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like Sleepyface is going for the buff. They'd missed too much experience.
Yeah. That was actually a great defense. They knew they were going to go for it again, and
they didn't want to lose Trovok, but it still worked out in the end. Looks like we got Trovok will be one-on-one against Shard and Cavashir. Nethergist and Handsome Man in mid again. And Lazarus and Vezin on bottom against Chaos and Pycon.
That'll be a tough lane for bottom.
Trovok is getting caught out a little bit here. He's not level 2, so he doesn't have his blow. He will be able to run away, though.
Ooh.
Not with much health, but he's able to get away.
You got lucky there.
Yeah, poking not help putting on the early pressure. Same thing going on bottom. Just some hits traded, though. Real danger.
So I'm guessing they did they sub poke in for shower?
Yes, they said poke
Okay.
for shower. Nethergist is not as far behind in kills this time compared to Handsome Man. That would be a big deal.
I think he's going to play a lot more defensive.
Yeah.
He's got to handle the handsome imps. Oh, he's searching around now.
He's coming in behind Cairing. Cairing doesn't have a spear. But Handsome Man is not going to be able to do enough damage at level 3 to get the kill right now. Does some damage. Chingy just farming jungle.
Cheetah's at pretty low health there. Looks like they didn't take a good engagement there.
Man, missed that. Cheetah's going back.
They're pinging for him though. No, not gonna get him.
They will get some time to farm up. Cairing taking some damage in the middle. Doesn't die. But he's missing creep kills and is falling behind gold. Green team again has a 1200 gold lead.
I don't even know how they got ahead that quickly.
I'm not sure. It's all been the creep kills, I guess. You can look at it, and the creeps and towers have 30 kills for sleepyface compared to 47. Those 17 are making a big difference, and that's not even counting what Carapace is getting. So it's an even bigger disadvantage. Or no, that's wrong. It's a bigger advantage. Cairing jumps in. I'm not really sure why. Handsome Man wasn't. Yeah, Handsome Man wasn't close enough to take advantage though.
Looks like they're all playing pretty. They're playing actually really risky, but no one's died yet. They're all doing really well damage, so everyone has to back up.
Yeah. Yeah, if everybody was about 2 levels higher, I think we'd see a lot more deaths. Not the case. Chingy going back. He's going to heal up. I imagine if he's smart, he's going to go for this speed buff. Taking advantage of that early game is a big deal. Handsome Man is taking advantage of Cairing being missing and farming the jungle a little bit, get an extra advantage in gold. Cairing is back, however. Getting some kills in the mid. Looks like Handsome Man missed half a lane experience. Not the biggest deal.
You get 4 creep kills out of it. Neutral creeps.
So it works out valuable.
Cairing's doing a much better job this time around. He's not dying. He's getting all the creep kills.
Yeah. Oh, and I missed a kill on bottom. I apologize. Pycon went down to Lazarus and Vezin. Lazarus and Vezin, once they get to level 4, do have a lot of damage potential. Cairing taking some damage. Handsome Man is level 6, as is Cairing. But nothing going there. Looks like Cairing is about to get ganked, though. Oh, and I don't see Cairing getting away from this. Yeah, Cairing is gone.
Wow, everyone came from every angle. That was a great gank.
That was a really good gank. The red team needs to get some totems up, so that doesn't happen again. And they do in fact get 2 totems up on either side. Nobody's taken speed buff yet. It's there for the taking. It's such a big advantage of the game, especially with the Dragon Blood Potion being nerfed as much as it was.
Especially that now. It's a good to get now. And here, I think.
Looks like sharing is carrying. Looks like they want to go for it. Sleepyface is pinging though. Sharing is carrying backs off, and I think sleepyface is going in to take the buff right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look Sharing has a. Oh, they do, but they. Yeah.
They'd
They
be a
do.
lot
Okay, they
better
do.
off. Okay, they do see. They know what's going on. They'd be a lot better off if Pycon was 6. He's not though, so they lack a little bit of initiation.
Yeah, they can't take that fight.
No, they cannot.
And he looks like he's gonna die.
Yeah, Chaos turns his invisibility on and is able to get away. Nope, no, he doesn't. Dies to Vezin's tick. Alright, Cairing gets caught. He taken out. Pycon does manage to survive. Nobody even takes a bunch of damage for Sleepyface.
That was a bad engagement. They shouldn't have.
Yeah, they should have backed off much earlier. Transcendence has had some solo lane. He's only over 6 though. Everybody in Chimney goes down. Everybody, because of the kills right now on Sleepyface, is level 6. We're still waiting on Pycon and Carapace to get there. That's another 5,000 gold advantage. I think it's into the game.
They got the other buff there.
They did. That helps low, but I don't know if Trovok saw it.
No, he just happened to be going there.
Carrying happens upon a nat help though, and if he had dropped his W, he might have been able to slow him down and kill him. He doesn't though. Nat help's gonna get away fine. Cheetah Poke does have the regen buff, and then nat help has the speed buff. Karen taking some damage, gonna go down to Ustat. He's got a 3-level advantage and a significant gold advantage.
Yeah, they haven't done what they needed to. They needed to gank him, and they've just been pushing their lanes.
Yep.
They have really good totem coverage, but
They do.
doesn't help you when you can't get away.
Those totems are pretty much wasted. They're already down in gold, and those totems are pretty much wasting gold unless they can take advantage.
Yeah.
And so far, they have not.
Now, Donkey is getting a decent amount of creep kills. He's not. He's a little ways behind the other green team, but
Cavashier doing a pretty good job of not taking too many creep kills out of support.
yeah, he's doing a great job there.
Little fighting going on. Carapace was a little far behind, but did not quickly with his pop-up.
Oh, if he's not careful.
Ooh.
Oh, great play.
Yeah, very good bait by Shard, bringing both of them back in, and then the ult drops from Cavashier. Oh, and on bottom, Lazarus manages to take out Pycon by himself. It's pretty low, but Chaos isn't able to finish him off. And Cairing gets taken down again in mid.
He got 3-shotted pretty much.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of it. That ultimate is a really nice finisher for Ustat.
I haven't seen too many usats use that. They're still learning how to use it properly.
Yeah.
I very rarely see it. I don't even know how to use it right, but it doesn't seem like it's being used right yet. And I'm sure as more people use it, they'll understand it better.
Yeah. Transcendence coming in as Trovok. He just walks in though, and the tower falls. He's not. Oh, he is able to get out alive. Cairing and Carapace are here. Maybe they can get a kill.
It looks like they just got too many. Oh, and he uses a sig. That was a good sig.
That's a very good sig. Both of them go down. Again, a good baiting job done by this combo of Shard and Cavashier. Oh man, Donkey just walked right into Ustat. One of the few places that Red Team doesn't have a totem.
They completely baited him in there.
Yep.
And they've got a good 20 levels on them right now.
Yeah. There's an 11k, almost 12k gold advantage as well.
Losing more towers here too. They're down 3 towers already, and middle's being pushed, and no one's even reacting to it.
Yeah. Desmond drops his ult on Sig.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that was a near wipe. 4 down for sharing his carrying. It's just Chaos left. If he goes anywhere near them, he will probably die.
Still has his Sig, so if they keep bunching up like this, I just think they have too much defense already, and they'll just walk out of it.
Yeah.
I think he needs something to then get their Carapace out there, and he can knock them all up.
That would be a very good combination with Sig. And if Carapace could turn his Sig on, then you...
Definitely, yes. Oh. Cairing taking a lot of damage there.
Luckily, he's so close to his base. He's so close to his fountain, he can go back and heal immediately. Mid tower goes down. So now it's just the base on the middle lane for sharing his carry. Chaos using his long range to take out those creeps in the jungle. Sharing is carrying, looking for any gold that they can get at this point. It's very dangerous for them to pretty much go anywhere.
I don't even know if this money will help them right now. The levels are more important.
Yeah.
They are under leveled at every turn.
Yep. Their lowest level. The lowest level for sleepyface is higher than
And the kill are distributed really well. Handsome has 6, but it's 3-2, 3-4.
Yeah. Shear is getting a lot of kills there.
Yeah.
Helped in part by the two times that he and Shard got 2 kills.
Could have an engagement here.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, great totem. You saw them found in the bush.
Yep. Pycon and Carapace go down. Cairing goes down to Handsome Man. Now it's just
And they're just gonna chase him.
Yeah, completely ignoring the tower.
Oh, they're gonna catch him too.
Desmond misses his pull.
Oh.
Gets hit. Trovok's in here. Trovok just walks in though and goes down. Desmond uses his ult to stop Trovok from doing anything.
They don't even notice the towers. They're just walking through.
Yeah, they've
Looks
all
like
got
mid.
enough health at this point. Carapace popping everybody up, and he turns the Sig on.
There we goes.
There we
go.
go.
Wow.
Pulled him out of the Sig. He did manage to take Poke down, and Handsome Man is low, but he turns his Sig on. And Cairing uses the Sig. The tower kills both Salty and Cheetah. Handsome Man is all by himself in there. And Trovok uses a Sig to kill him. That was a good Sig by Trovok. So we did see 4 Sig come down for sharing his carrying, but they did manage to get 4 kills from him, or 5 kills. I'm sorry, they got all 5.
That was probably one of the better engagements you'll see.
Yeah.
This sort of it.
The only problem is that none of them were alive, so they were not able to take advantage and push it all.
That's great. Didn't even get the experience.
Yeah. Although Transcendence did get the experience for the kill on Handsome Man, and he's now level 14. Take a quick look at the items before any matches happen. You can see Handsome Man going with a pretty standard AD build. Gets some magic resist and some damage along with the attack speed. Donkey doing a similar thing, except going with the critical strike boots instead of the movement speed boots. Now we've got some action going on. Cheetah's in there all by himself, but now he's got backup.
He's looking to hit his ult.
He was, yeah.
Oh.
Lycon drops his Sig, and it looks
This
like
could be it. This could be a great fight for them. They need to catch everyone though.
he does. If he can catch, Chaos is chasing Handsome Man, and
Oh, Nip is coming back. That was the wrong move.
oh, Lycon's Sig is gone. They were only able to take out 2 heroes during it, and Handsome Man is able to take out Chaos and Cairing by himself.
He's just too strong. Looks
Looks
like
like, yeah, Carapace and Pygon should be able to take out Handsome Man right here. But I don't think they can push. Vezin Shard and Lazarus are up, and it's not very easy to push against Vezin Shard and Lazarus.
well, that looks like Sherry and Scaring's in trouble now. They used up all their segs. Um, Lazarus still has his, and he
Shard as
could
well.
pretty much wipe them all.
Especially if you could get Shard to drop her Sig and then Lazarus to drop his. No healing, and they get down to, I think, 15%, 12%, then they die automatically.
15%, yes.
15%, yeah. Lazarus has a lot of spell power to make that Sig carry damage. Cairing was taking on some jungle creeps, even though Lazarus was right there in his balls. Shiggy pops up, able to slow things down, but the Vesinol is just going to take it out. Donkey and Etimos managed to survive, but it's not going to help him very much. So they're coming in for the final push here. Cairing goes in just to lay one spell and is caught and dies. Etimos is caught and captures Sig and he falls down. It did do a little bit of damage, so it's a little bit harder for them to push the monolith, but Handsome Man is still almost full health.
Yeah, they were just walking on the monolith, but even then, they're still ignoring it.
Yeah. I have not seen a Trobak ultimate yet, and I think that he is
I have not seen that either, no.
I think he is missing a big advantage that they could have had. Second monolith goes down. They can pretty much push the Killer Shrine limit.
Yeah, this will probably be game here.
There are a couple that are low health. Oh, never mind, doesn't matter. So, that is game over. And Team Sleepyface wins the second match of the best of three, and they won the round, so they'll be moving on to the winners round for the next set of matches. Team Cairing is not eliminated. They do get to play the loser of the other match.
It looks like No Mercy won their match.
Okay.
So it'll be No Mercy versus Sleepyface. And the second game is Sharing is Caring versus Fast, I believe?
Yeah, something Faust. I think
Faust. Something like that. Starts with an F.